What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with Rubiel Mosquera aka Nexzilla and his latest physique update. 7 weeks post his Olympia debut. So a huge shout out to Rubiel. He has been keeping himself very busy, conducting the business of bodybuilding, being a very good representative, and an awesome ambassador of the sport. So he has been traveling to different places for those seminars and training camps. So this is the best time for some of these guys to do exactly that, as Rubiel hasn't planned any near-time competition, as the man just got done with a very long competition phase. So he did like 4 shows in 2025. He won 2 shows back to back. So this was the best year of his pro career so far. They ended up beating a guy like Nathan Diesha, and that was a very big deal. So this is the time to let the body relax, recover, detox before the grind for the upcoming off-season that officially begins for 2026. Now a few of the pictures of Rubiel taken on the Olympia stage that painted a very good picture on how freaky this guy truly is. The chest is absolutely insane, and although Rubiel, he wasn't even close to being truly ripped and in a top-notch condition. But even then a loud and a very clear message was given to everyone that whenever this guy, he gets really peeled, he brings that next level of conditioning, he's gonna take out some big names for sure, and he's gonna be in the top 10 at the very least. Now Rubiel had some major improvements in his physique overall from last year to this year. So his shoulders, which were being looked as a very big weakness on him compared to his arms and chest, they also came up big time. So his legs are already some of the biggest in the game, arguably the biggest in the world. And all he needs is a bit more detail, a bit more separation, especially from the front. And maybe he can have more separation, maybe he cannot. But whenever that happens, if that happens, it will be such a big game changer for Rubiel Mosquera that he might end up in the top 6 at the Olympia level. Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am. So the biggest change in the mutant, Nick Walker's physique, in these most recent physique updates is that his waistline, that is looking more streamlined, more tapered down. I mean, take a look at the front relaxed. If we break that down, the waist is coming in very nicely. But at the same time, the legs from the front, they definitely need some more size, some more sweep, especially if he wants to create a bare taper, a barracks frame on the stage. Now we are all talking in the context of him versus Andrew Jagged, who is the most aesthetic bodybuilder in the entire open division right now. So the media has been talking about the potential attendance of Nick Walker at the upcoming Arnold 2026, where we all know he will be facing some very stiff competition, and all he will be aiming for, if he goes for the Arnold, is to bring back that same Arnold 2021 look, because the only thing that he wants is gold. Even second place, that will be a loss in his eyes. So 2021 was the year when he demolished the entire Arnold lineup, and to this day, that is the look that most of the fans, even Nick Walker himself, they believe that's his best ever. So Nick as of right now is coaching himself, but sooner or later, he's gonna have to pick a new coach, as he himself has said that he needs to have a second opinion when he is on the prep mod, because he doesn't know when to stop. So all these guys, they can look world class coming out of the competition in the rebound phase, as the fact is they have been doing that same stuff for years and years. But the pressure of the contest prep, that we all know is very different. The pressure that simply goes to your head. That's why there's a term, the prep brain. That being said, this 7 weeks post-Olympia condition of Nick, that looks excellent. Now, we all have to wait for him to drop the big news, the big announcement, whether he will be doing the Arnold or will he do the Pittsburgh Pro, which not only him, but everyone thought he should have won earlier this year against Derek. So next up we have an update from Andrew Jagged, who after this year's Olympia and Romania Pro, he became the most lovable bodybuilder on the entire planet in the bodybuilding world, and also a very strong contender to win an Olympia title maybe as soon as next year. So the man is back on the grind, and Andrew will be cruising for a few weeks, just like he did after competing at the Arnold and the FIBO this year, where he dropped a bit of size, but he stayed very lean. So he will be implementing that same strategy up until the end of December, and from that point, the prep for the Arnold next year, that will officially begin. So just imagine the hype, the momentum Andrew will gain if he wins the upcoming Arnold. He is literally unbeatable in 3 of the first mandatories: the front double, the front lat, and the front relaxed. Throw in abs and thigh in there too, and the man is Mr. Olympia from the front already. So this guy has already made a ton of progress in his side shots and his back shots. The margin by which Andrew was previously losing the side and the back shots, that has been getting narrower, and that has been shrinking with every passing year. And you never know, maybe he will end up beating some of these top guys in the side shots next year, judging by the pace at which he's making all the progress. So if he puts more thickness from the side, in the hamstrings, the lower half, which I'm sure he will become the most difficult bodybuilder on the planet to beat, no matter whom he's standing next to, because of his elite structure, his crazy aesthetics. And if he's 100% on, like he was at the Olympia and Romania Pro, with more size, more thickness, he will become Mr. Olympia in 2026. So this much attention to detail, so early in his career, with Jordan Hutchinson, he's making sure he stays healthy, his mobility is top notch, and the way he has been managing to keep on growing post-Olympia this year, but at the same time staying pretty damn lean. All those things combined, with him being one of the youngest guys in the men's open division, that makes him one of those younger guys with an awesome future in the open division. So this guy will continue to win shows every year, and he's gonna make it to the Olympia stage every single year from here onwards, as he has some of the most dense looking muscles, such crazy muscle maturity at such a young age. And not just that, he's able to get peeled front to back, top to bottom, and he's very consistent with that. I mean, he showed us that multiple times this year. I think him and his coach, Chris, they are a great team. And these guys worked their way up big time, as last year, Jordan really struggled in the first show of the year, but later he placed second behind Andrew at Texas Pro. So I won't be surprised one bit if he goes back to those same 2 shows, Tampa and Texas, to defend his title. So this way he's gonna have about 6 months of solid off-season, where he can make some more improvements in his arms, which seems to be the area where he needs the most attention. So the only concern with Jordan, as with any young open IFBB pro, is that not to push the size up to a point where the waistline, that becomes the standard, and that blows out. So hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.